Hello students, in the further section of management accounting and study of financial statements, we are going to see the next tool of analysis, common size statements, and out of that we are today solving the problem on common size balance sheet. So this is the question here. Horizontal balance sheet is given as on 31st March 2018 in the books of Pratik Raj Limited. On the liabilities side, we can see both types of share capital is there. Then general reserve, profit loss account, these are items of reserves and surplus. Debentures are the secured loan. Creditors, bills payable, outstanding expenses, these are the current liabilities. In assets, fixed assets are there, investments, stock, debtors, bills receivable, cash, all these are current assets. And preliminary expenses, those should be deducted from the reserves and surplus. So we have to first of all convert this balance sheet into vertical balance sheet, and then we will prepare the common size balance sheet. The instruction is given below. Prepare a common size balance sheet from the above in vertical form. So as I told, the marking is done here. Equity share capital will be transferred to share capital. Preference share capital also will be written under the head share capital. General reserve, profit loss account, both will be written under the head reserves and surplus, and the preliminary expenses will be deducted from this reserves and surplus. 10% debentures will be part of loan funds. Creditors, bills payable and outstanding expenses, all these are current liabilities and all these are quick liabilities also, or we can say them liquid liabilities. Then fixed assets will be shown as fixed assets only. Investments will be shown as with the same heading. Then stock is the non-liquid asset, or we can say it non-quick asset. Debtors, bills receivable, cash, all three are liquid assets. That means they can be converted into cash very easily, but it takes time to convert the stock into cash, so it is non-liquid asset or non-quick asset. Both names can be used interchangeably. So let us see the next step. We have to draw the table like this. Give the heading in the books of Pratik Raj Limited, common size balance sheet as on 31st March 2018. First particular columns, here we are going to write down all the details of balance sheet. All assets and liabilities names will be written here. Here rupees, the figures given in the horizontal balance sheet earlier in the earlier slide will be written here, and in the next column, in the last column, we are going to write the percentage as compared to the total capital employed. Now this is the vertical balance sheet is prepared here. So in vertical balance sheet, I have started from the sources of funds, that is from liabilities side, or you can write equity and liabilities, or you can just write liabilities. This is the first section of the balance sheet. In first part, owners fund, the first A item is capital, and into capital two types of capital is there: equity share capital and preference share capital. So equity share capital is rupees 3 lakh and preference share capital is 2 lakh. So total share capital is 5 lakh. Then item B, reserves and surplus, right? General reserve is 20,000, profit loss account is 50,000. So total reserves and surplus were 70,000. Out of those, we are going to deduct preliminary expenses. So after writing of this preliminary expenses 5,000, remaining part will be 65,000. So this 65,000 will be added to the share capital 5 lakh. 5 lakh share capital is here, and reserves and surplus, net reserves and surplus are 65,000. So it is making total of owners fund 5,65,000. Now the second heading into the balance sheet is loan funds, and into that you can write, you can also write the second heading as secured loans under the heading loan fund subheading. 10% debentures. So debentures are here 1 lakh rupees, And now we are making the total of the liabilities side. Owners fund 5,60,000 and debentures 1 lakh, making the total capital employed 6,65,000. Now in the same way we are going to write down the asset side. This was the liability side, that is sources of fund. Now we are going to write just below here as application of funds. So here just below that we are going to write the application of funds. These are the fixed asset. First heading 4 lakh, second heading investments 1,50,000. No details are given here, so we have written only the single amounts. Third is working capital. Actually during the last PPT I have given the format which was from the book. Into that working capital was not written. Current assets were written on the asset side and current liabilities were written on the liabilities side. But now here, while solving the problem, I have written working capital because it is suitable for analysis. That's why working capital, calculation of working capital is necessary. So under the head working capital, you have to write down all the current assets and then we are going to deduct all the current liabilities from that. So in current assets, first of all we will write the liquid assets which can be converted easily into the cash or readily available for the transactions, monetary transactions. So cash given is there 15,000, debtors are given 75,000, bills receivables are 30,000. It is making total liquid assets 1,20,000. Now we will write down the non-liquid asset, that is stock, 25,000. Now total current assets, liquid assets 1,20,000 plus stock is 25,000. So making total current assets 1,45,000. Now we will deduct the current liabilities from these total current assets. So here less current liabilities, one current liability I could write here, next liabilities are written on the next page. So creditors 20,000, then bills payable 7,000, outstanding expenses 3,000. So total of current liabilities 30,000. Now we will deduct this total from the current assets. Current assets total was here, it is 1,45,000. So 1,45,000 minus 30,000. So we got the working capital of rupees 1,15,000. And these 1,15,000 will be added to fixed assets and investments. So here fixed assets are 4 lakh, investments are 1,50,000 and the working capital is 1,15,000, making the total capital employed 6,65,000. So our balance sheet has been tallied. The total of the sources of funds, that is liabilities, was also 6,65,000 and now the total of the asset side is also 6,65,000. Now the next step will be calculation of percentages. So here I have shown some percentages calculation. First is equity share capital. What is our formula? That item of profit loss account or item of balance sheet should be taken here and divided by the total capital employed here. In case of common size income statement, the amount of net sales will be here, and in case of balance sheet, the amount of total capital employed will be here. So here equity share capital is 3 lakh rupees and this is total capital employed 6,65,000 into 100. So percentage we got here is 45.11%. That means out of total capital employed, equity share capital is 45.11%. So now we are going to calculate here percentage of preference share capital. 2 lakh is given the amount of preference share capital divided by total capital employed 6,65,000 into 100. So it makes a percentage of 30.08%. For general reserve, the amount given is 20,000. divided by total capital employed 6,65,000 into 100 is equal to 3.01%. Again profit loss account is given to us. So 50,000 the amount given divided by 6,65,000 into 100 is equal to 7.52%. In the same way, we have to calculate all these amount into percentage, all these amount, all these current liabilities, then all these assets, everything we are going to convert here. These are the assets, all will be converted into, all will be divided by total capital employed and multiplied by 100, so that we can get the percentage. Now after calculation of this percentage, we are going to write down each and every percentage into the next column. So here into the next column we have written the percentage. Equity share capital is 45.11%, preference share capital is 30.08%. Similarly, we have calculated the total of share capital. Total of share capital is 5 lakh. 5 lakh divided by 6,65,000 into 100 is equal to 75.19%. That means out of total funds, your share capital proportion is 75.19%. that is a huge percentage. Then reserves and surplus, there is general reserve of 3.01%, profit loss account 7.52%, total gross reserves and surplus 10.53%, and preliminary expenses are 0.75%. After deduction, we got the net reserves and surplus 9.77%, and then we get the owners fund percentages. So owners fund are 5,65,000, that will be divided by the total capital employed 6,65,000 into 100. So the owners fund percentage is 84.96%. So out of your total capital employed, that is 100, there is owners fund are 84.96%, and that is a huge percentage of owner funds. So there is less loan funds are there, 15.04% only, and owner fund are more here in this capital structure. So there is long term solvency is here. See, if loan funds are more, the long term solvency cannot be maintained, because your funds are engaged into the repayment of installments of the loan and interest. So if owner funds are more, you can take more capital expenditure decisions. Then further we have to calculate the application of funds, all the items of assets into 100. So fixed assets are here calculated 60.15% of the total capital employed. Investments 1,50,000 should be divided by this total capital employed, then we will get the percentage of 22.56%. Then working capital, into working capital, first we will calculate all current assets. Cash, out of the total liquid assets, cash is 2.26% in proportion to the total capital employed. Then debtors 11.58% are there. Bills receivables are 4.51%. Total liquid assets are 18.05%. Non-liquid asset, that is stock, is 3.76%. So total current assets are 21.80%. Now it is the turn of current liabilities. Creditors are 3.01%. Bills payable are 1.05%. Outstanding expenses are 0.45%. So total current liabilities are 4.51%. And after deduction of current liabilities from total current assets, we got the working capital of 1,15,000, and we have calculated the percentage for it also. So 1,55,000 divided by 6,65,000 into 100 will be 17.29%. So here we have calculated all three items in balance sheet on asset side, that is fixed asset percentage, investments percentage, and working capital percentage. So now we can see the whole statement here like this. So you can compare, you can make some interpretations from that, just like I have told about the own funds or net worth. Net worth is 84.96%. so loan funds are lesser here, and the working capital is also sufficient to make the to satisfy the current obligations, that means to current liabilities. So from the SET Publishers book this problem was taken, and thank you all.